everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would make some Valentine's Day cards and bring you guys along with me. So I have pre-cut these Valentine's Day cards on my Cricut, but I will explain how these cards are made. So I'm going to explain really quickly how this card is basically made. I did make it on the Cricut, but you could easily just do this on your own. So what you need is you need the measurement for the width of your card that you want it to be. So that's this center section here. And then you'll need to figure out how tall you want your card to be. So you need to take the width of your card and times it by 2. So let's say this is 5 inches. Your piece of paper that you're going to cut would be 10 inches by whatever you have decided for the height. And then you're going to take that original 5 inches and you're going to divide that by 2. And that's going to give you these little flap sections. So what you'll do is you'll score it. For that, it would be 2.5 inches. If this card was a 5-inch card and we were doing double that, which would make it 10. So we're going to do 2.5 here and 2.5 here. We would score it there, and then you would fold it to where it meets in the middle. You can easily eyeball this if you wanted. You can take this piece right here and measure it to where it's in the center, and then fold these over to that measurement line that you made. So there's a couple different ways that you could do it. How I did mine was I just got this off of my Cricut, and the card that I chose came with these little inserts. It came with a bunch of other little things. It was not a Valentine's Day card. I just changed it to suit my purposes. So it has these little panels that are going to go on the inside. I have already taken gel pens and colored it in. And then I have some different doilies here that I have cut out on the Cricut as well. I have some pink ones. This one's got little hearts in it. These ones are heart-shaped with different designs. And then these are just, you know, kind of your standard doily. That one's got hearts. And I just cut these out on my Cricut machine. These are just Cricut images that are in the Cricut design space. And I just thought that would look really cute if I put these on the front like this, and then use one of my images from my cut and collage books from my Valentine's books. I think that would be really cute. So I hope that made sense. So I'm just basically going to construct these with you. Like I said, they're super easy. You could easily come up with these cards on your own, even if you don't have a Cricut. Just get the measurements you need, and then, you know, score it at where it's going to fold over in the middle. And then these little panels, all you would have to do is just measure this panel and this panel, cut 2 of these and 1 of those, and you'll do just fine. You could easily do that by hand as well. You could use, I used obviously an image from the Cricut Studio, but you could use stamps, you could use just paper to decorate it, you could just draw on it yourself, however you choose to do it. You could use the ephemera out of the cut and collage books. There's a million different ways, but I thought I would go ahead and share it with you since I wanted to go ahead and make them anyway for my family. I thought I would just go ahead and film it and share my process of doing it. So I have 3 here. They're all basically the same. I've colored them a little bit different, but the imagery is all the same. The panels and the style of card is the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this on as evenly as possible. I think I might actually switch to this card. I think that might be a little better for you to see. I don't know what was on my paper, but I got little smudges on it, so there's nothing I can do about it now. I don't think my family's really going to care, but I think this one will show up much better because it's not as light. So we're just going to glue these on. I have my little scrap of paper here and my squeegee and just some glue stick. And I like making cards for pretty much every holiday. I make one or make them, and I try making different ones every time. So this is my first time doing it like this. I think it was called like a butterfly card or something like that, but it just folds in a different way. I hope that you can't hear that, but I do have the washer running. The door is closed to my bedroom where I'm filming, but hopefully you won't be able to hear it. I needed to get some laundry done and didn't even think about how noisy the washer is. So I apologize for that. So I'm just going to try and get this as straight as possible. And like I said, these were just some little images that I found in the Cricut Design Studio, and then I just colored them with glitter gel pens. So this isn't a full tutorial, but you know, it's kind of like a craft with me. Hopefully I've explained well enough for you guys to be able to make these cards on your own if you don't have a Cricut. I just want to try and get that as even as possible, and like I have told you guys before, I'm not that fussed about if it's not quite straight. It's part of crafting for me. I couldn't draw a straight line if my life depended on it, so I just go with the flow. I don't know what that was, whether it was already on the paper and I didn't notice it, or it came off my Cricut, but it's very annoying. But it is what it is. I like making cards that have multiple layers to them. Normally I'll cut like these really fancy cards on the Cricut and then I'll layer them all together. But I didn't really feel like doing that this time. I kind of wanted to use some of my images from my collage book, and you know, so I decided to do it this way. So that's what it looks like. I'm not sure. I did cut this one so it would fit in the middle of this one right here. So I thought that would look cute. But I do have the hearts. Probably not a good idea because it's the same color as that. So maybe I'll save the hearts for a different one. That one's really cute too. I think I'm going to go with this one. But perhaps before I should do that, I should figure out what image I want to use out of my book. So I'm going to be doing it out of my Cut and Collage Valentine's Day book that's been released. I do have a flip through on my channel of this if you would like to see it. I went ahead and cut out a bunch of different images. I do that when I'm watching TV. That way they're already done and I don't really have to mess with it later when I'm trying to do a project. So let's just flick through these and figure out which one thinking these are fitting on this very well. I should have thought of that before. Okay, so this is kind of what I've picked out. I don't know what's going to fit and what doesn't. Thinking I should have made these a little bit bigger to fit on my images, but I guess I wasn't even thinking about the images I was going to put on it. I think I like that. So this is that layered one that I didn't think that I was going to be using, to be honest. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on and see if we can get it lined up pretty evenly. That's pretty good. And then I think just glue her right there, and I think that'll be cute. So I don't think that I need to go. So I guess I do need to go most of it. So just kind of the center here. And then her feet and ears are probably going to just hang off. So yeah, that's cute. So just like that. And then, how do I want to attach this? I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some ribbon. Okay, so I found this ribbon. I got it in my stocking. I think it's probably from Temu. Sorry about the crinkling. But it's just this really pretty white ribbon. So what I think I'm going to do is I think that I'm going to create a slide. So it should hold it together, but it should slide on and off. I don't have any hot glue, so I'm just going to use a regular glue and hold it until it dries, I guess. So I'm just going to put some glue here. And I'm holding this in place where I had it where it would slide. So just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead while that's drying and put the rest of these together. So how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing okay and whatnot. Hopefully you're staying healthy. I know there's a lot of crud going around right now. Thankfully we haven't had much of it. My daughter was sick a couple weeks ago, but thankfully the rest of us didn't get it. We're actually getting snow right now. I'm not too happy about. I'm kind of reached that point where I'm done with winter. We haven't got a whole lot of snow this year, but I'm just not one that likes winter very much. I don't really like the heat either, but winter is not my favorite. And I hope that you can't hear that thumping. We have some construction going on down the street. I don't know what they're building, but they're building something down the street and it's constantly making noise. And I think the neighbor that's right next to me is doing something today too, so it looked like they had some sort of repairman or something over there. Okay, so I think I can use on these. I think I can use these. I think that would look really cute. Sorry about the dogs. It's because all of the noise, they're hearing all the noise, so they think they need to bark about everything. So I think I'm going to go with that one for this one, and I'm going to go with pull out some of my animal ones. And this one is my cut and collage Valentine's Day animals. So I went ahead and cut some out. So let's just look and see. Love that donkey. He's so cute. And I'm just placing them on there to see which ones fit okay and which ones look alright. It's too big. Really don't want to go with cows for the whole thing. This little polar bear is cute. I think I like that one best, the little warthog. I think that's going to be cute. So I'm just going to glue him on. Let's see. Pretty much all of him. So it looks like that, and I'll create another one of these. Oops. These little bands. Okay, and then we'll do the last one. So do you guys have plans for Valentine's Day? My birthday is 2 days after Valentine's Day, so we normally combine them both. But this year I don't think we really have any plans. Probably just stay home. I don't know what my husband's got planned for my birthday. Our middle daughter just moved back in with us, so it's a bit of a adjustment trying to find room for everybody and all of that in our tiny house. But I think it's been going well for the most part. I'm like so messy today. Just a messy crafter today. I don't know why. But there's that one, and then we'll do the same thing. Dry. I think I need to turn my page. I just use scrap newspaper for my gluing of everything. We get the paper 5 days a week, so we got plenty of newspaper sitting around. I wish I had cut just some plain ones. Because I don't think anything that I cut but this white goes with this because it's more purple than white. So I'm going to go back to this first book. I know this one's for my husband, so try and do something a little more more romantic than Cute little animals. I cut out several different couples. Oh, I should have used that one for my daughters. I didn't think about it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one for that. It's going to cover most of it, but that's okay. Maybe I should go with... Yeah, I think I'll go with this one instead. That way I can save this really pretty one that has hearts on it for a different project. Okay. This looks nothing like my husband and I, but that's okay. So, looks like that. Alright, so the way that's drying, I'm going to go back to the first card, which I think was this one. And then somehow attach... Oh crud, it came undone. And then I want to attach my little piece to this, so I want to do it over the seam, and then I'm just going to put my little piece on it like that, as straight as possible, and then I'm going to press it down. So just like that. And then I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to go ahead and put the other two together just like this, and I'll come back when they're dry, and then we can put the whole thing together. Alright, so this is what it looks like after I got them on. I did have to go hot glue them. So the ribbon is hot glued on together and then on. I did get them a little loose, but I'm not going to really mess with it. So that's what they look like. Same with this one. I think they turned out really cute. So I'll just put who they're going to, their names on it, probably in my glitter gel pens that I was using, and then maybe a little message on the inside, and yeah, so they'll be ready for Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye!